That starts out here, Tupperware. Tried to put a few graphics from some of the previous logos that they've had in the past, and a little bit of the sections of some of the advertisements from when it started, and the creator of the organization there, setting it up here for you, and just kind of taking a look at this. So right now, this layer up here at the top has this section on it. I'm just going to make a new one for demonstration purposes. So taking a look at this section, I'm just going to find a ruler guide and place it right dead center on this bottom part of this logo. And zoom in just a little bit so you can see the center. So you're trying to analyze this. It's a circular, obviously, all the way around. So I have the fill and the stroke. I'm just going to take off the fill and just use Option and Shift to make this circle. And click on the eyedrop tool and go ahead and fill that with that pink that it has. So slowly building this up, just using the Option, the Shift key to place it up at the top here, and rotate this around. So while it's selected, just going to click on the rotation tool, locate the center. It's giving me the pink center. It's hard to see, but we'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it right there. So Option clicking that is going to bring up this panel, and it's easy if you know the math, or just type it in. 360, there's 3, 4, 5, 6 of these divided by 6, and just get a preview. So it's 60 degrees, popping it over here. So just copy it, and before you do anything on the keyboard, don't change anything. Just hold the Command key and click the D, and this rotates it or repeats it as it goes through that section. The other part is it has a circular section here, so I'm going to Option and click and make a circle that fits right in there. So it's right on that center piece. Just use Shift X and it sends it around there for that size, and just use the pixels to make it a little bit larger. And just back up just a little bit. I'm going to do the outside part first, and just Option, create a circle up here at the top. Take a rectangle tool and just clip off half of it, and just Shift key both of these so they're both selected. Use the shape builder and just hold the Option and take that off. So now you have that selection. This stroke right here is 2 points. So I'll just take the line tool, get that from the shape tool right into here, just window shaded open. Remember, you can deselect, just hold Command to deselect everything. And just click, hold the Shift key and drag this down. And that gives me a piece that's at a 2-point section. So while it's selected, I can zoom in. And this is just a stroke, so while it's selected, I'm going to go to Object Path and outline that stroke. And Shift key these two, so now these are two shapes instead of a path and a shape. Get the shape builder and just drag this right down the top there. So now I have this piece. I'll just click and move it so you can see it. And now I just want to rotate this around, and there's 12 of these, so I'll just take the rotation tool, just hit Option and click, and just type in 360 divided by 12 and hit copy, and then duplicate that all the way around, and that gives you everything that you need on that surface. The next step is to do this offset piece. So I'm going to click on that circle and Option and move this up a little bit. And this is going to be tricky because it has all the colors the same, but deselect everything, and it's telling me that I'm on the intersection of that. See if it drops this down. Let me see if I can change the color of it temporarily. Bring this to the front. So just to show you, that's overlapping this. And I'm going to take the line tool, and here you can see it's anchored right into there, and Shift key this right up to here. And see if that's going to give me a stroke. Okay, so this is a 2-point stroke again. So it's just a lighter and a darker green. Why that path is there, I'm just going to outline it and shift key these two. So I just move it over so you can see it. Those are the two. And again, use the shape builder to fill that up. And then I'm just going to switch to the eyedrop tool and click on it pink. Okay. So now the idea is that I have all of these, same idea, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm just going to have it selected, take the rotation tool, option and click the center. It's already set, so I'm just going to copy it and duplicate this around. So holding the shift key down just to select all of these. You got to be careful, make sure you, since they're all different colors, and these look all the same. Start at the top. No trouble. There we go. So now you have all of these selected. I'm just going to group it together. And now just rotate it to fit. You could just rotate it here and try to match it right on the spot there. Or you can try to do the arch. Now I'm just going to double click on this tool and it'll show up instead of 30, just going to do half of it and preview it, and there you have it. So now I have all of these pieces set together, so I'm just going to select them all, group them together, and again you want to take this into Photoshop to illustrate and enhance the image. Here I'm just going to put a copy up here to quickly demonstrate this part. So if I have this section, just optioning to place that in there. Okay, so now you have the word Tupperware right in the top. So I'm just going to take and use Helvetica to build this up. Just shift key to make it a little bit bigger. Place this right there. Take the rectangle tool. Shape here. On this one, I'm just going to go ahead and make this a light color. Bring that back. Okay, so that's going to be the section for it. And just go to Object Arrange, and if you remember this, sending it to back or forward, just the Command and the bracket key, so that puts it right behind it. So it makes it a little easier to locate. Putting it on there, and then just using the eyedropper to link that as pink. So again, as you're trying to illustrate this and change some of the graphics, I'll just turn this part off. Hide the guides. Under View, Guides, just hide them. There's the Command colon right there. Tab key for that. So like I said, you're going to take this into Photoshop to enhance some of the graphics, and then using the keystroke to make the screen capture of that. So I'm going to escape that. One last thing I want to try on this is make sure that under this font Helvetica, just make it a little bolder like that. That gives you this Command-Shift-4 to make a keystroke of that right there. But before you do the selection or do that piece, do the part where you're taking this in. So I'll copy this and place it in Photoshop. I don't have the Photoshop open, but I'll enhance that piece for that section.